Hello and welcome back to this Moon Messages reading. So coming to you today from a different place again. I have a feeling this might be a bit of a theme going forwards. You might see me in different locations and there are reasons for that at the moment. And so today I am in a friend's house and I'm very, very grateful and it's so beautiful and it's lovely. So yeah, much nicer to do the readings when I've got a nice environment. Not that my house is a lovely environment at the moment, but I just don't have the space. Anyway, right, so this is actually a bit late. I do apologise. I have had some things going on in my world that have just kind of stopped this process a little bit, and so I've had to be with all that. So I won't go too much into that, but a little bit late because the full moon was actually on the 24th of February, so is that about a week late? I'm sorry about that. Okay, so full moon in Leo on the 24th of February until the new moon in Pisces on the 10th of March. So you're not going to be waiting too long, hopefully, until the next video because the next one's going to be around the 10th of March. Fingers crossed. If not, might be a bit late as well. Anyway, so the cards are very, very different. The energy is very different. It's actually a really lovely feeling energy in this reading today. It's very deep, but it's also very nourishing, kind of like nourishing to the soul, really. I was a little bit worried because I used my Queen of the Oracle deck and I realised that I've left half of the deck at home because I did a personal reading for someone and I used those cards, and so I've left those cards on my desk at home and I was like, oh, I can't really use this deck, but then I got told to use them anyway. So there's a message here in either not being prepared for something or thinking that you're not prepared, but you are actually more prepared than you realise, and you can use whatever you have, right? So the cards I have used, I've never seen before, which is really nice actually. And I think if I did have those other cards, they might have been blocking the way for these cards to come through, which I don't think I've ever used any of these cards in that deck. So it's good, right? It's all good. And most of the cards are from that deck, which is, yeah. Anyway, I feel like I'm rambling on, but there's messages in all of this. So, right. So if you haven't seen me before, just quickly, I'm Leanne Marie. I'm an intuitive card reader, spiritual mentor and healer. If you want to book a personal reading with me, all my details are in the description box. Please contact me. I think the booking form on YouTube is actually working, so you can use that or just email me or message me. I'm going to ignore this message. It's going to distract me. Right, so here we go. The first card we have for this moon cycle that we are currently in is, oh, if I can pick it up with my nails, is Beauty. I have never seen this card. I cannot remember seeing this card, and I've gone through this deck. Can't remember ever seeing it. So there might be a message in that itself. You're not seeing your own beauty, right? You're not seeing the beauty that's inside of you or around you at the moment. Okay, and so you need to see that card. And actually, if you think about what I've just mentioned, is that, you know, all of these other things are probably in the way of you seeing your own beauty. All of these other things that you usually use or usually do are in the way of you seeing your own beauty. And I do want to say your own beauty. I don't want to say really other people's beauty or, you know, maybe the beauty around you, but I think it's more about your own beauty. So what is in the way of you seeing your own beauty? Is it your own mindset? Is it your own beliefs? Is it other people's thoughts, opinions, judgments? You know, is it that you are covering up certain things about yourself because of those worries and judgments and fears and beliefs? Right? Is it that people have said stuff and you're holding on to that? What is it that's in the way? Maybe you want to journal on that. Maybe you want to reflect on that. What is in the way of you seeing your own beauty? So that's a question you want to ask yourself during this moon cycle. And I've just been shown the fact that we are doing this late and the fact that we have missed out on a few days. And there's something in that as well. It's like, you haven't even wanted to get this message, right? You've been putting it off, you've been delaying it for some reason, and maybe you've not wanted to see this message. But I am getting this message to you. No matter what is going on in my world, I'm still wanting to do this reading, and I do always want to do these moon messages no matter what is going on in my life, because this is what I feel called to do. This is what I feel such a desire to do in my life, in my world, you know, in my purpose, that no matter what's going on for me, I will still try to do my purpose work. I will still try and get these messages out to people, because I do feel like they will help and support people, but also it nourishes me. It brings energy to me. It makes me feel good. It lights me up. It gives me the feel good feelings, you know what I mean? So I need that at the moment. So yeah, anyway, I'm just gonna put my own thing in there, but I feel like it will help for some reason. The next two cards are together. We've got another card that I haven't seen before, Extremes. And what is on there? So it's a man washing his back. Bit random. So yeah, he's in the bath, he's got a book beside him. It says Hot Moon Extremes. Now this was in reverse. So it was like this, and I'm just going to tune into what that was about again, because I did get it when I first saw it, and it was about, oh, not going to the extreme. So you don't have to go to the extreme to what was the message? It's something, you don't have to go to the extreme, oh, to kind of show yourself, or to prove yourself, or to do something you want to do, or, you know, present yourself in some way. Now there is another message in here further on, which is about wearing makeup, which is about covering up. I'm going to go into that more in depth in that card, but I do feel, because it's underneath that card, it's related to that. So are you going to the extremes to prove who you are to people, to show your beauty? Are you wearing loads of makeup? Are you putting on a show? Are you thinking that you have to like do a whole song and dance to kind of, you know, present yourself to the world and show who you are, when actually you don't have to go to extremes? You can just literally just be who you are, and that's enough. So maybe it's a belief in you that you're not enough unless you really prove yourself, unless you really show yourself in some way, whether you're wearing certain things, whether you're like I say, wearing loads of makeup, or yeah, like presenting yourself on social media, or whatever you're doing. You don't have to go to extremes. You don't have to make everything perfect either, right? So yeah, however that sits with you, it'll be personal to everyone. The next card with that is patience. So that is, you know, have patience with yourself. Let me just, I can't pick it. I've just done my nails and I can't pick things up very well. So it's patience, but it was in reverse. So do feel like you haven't got much patience at the moment. Maybe things aren't working out the way you want them to at the moment, and so you're struggling to kind of see that things are actually going to work out for you. You haven't got much patience, as I say. I'm really drawn to this red balloon, actually. Let me just tune into that. Oh, I can't pick it up. I don't got much patience with myself. Okay, right, yeah. So very obvious, like, in a way, balloons, right? Balloons, birthday, right? So this is like once a year you get your birthday, right? Once a year. You don't get it every single month. You don't get it every single week. You have to wait for your birthday to come around, for people to give you attention, for people to give you gifts, to people for the lovely messages, for the love, right? So maybe this is you know, trying to go to the extremes to kind of get that attention, to get that love, to get that affection, to get those kind words, to get those gifts, whatever it is. You feel like you have to kind of prove yourself, or do something to get that. Well, you don't have to. You are worthy and deserving enough just as you are to receive that love, to receive that affection, that attention, all of those things. You don't have to prove yourself in that way. Okay, so have patience with yourself, have patience with the process, and know that if you step back and you just are who you are and you can just be, that things will come to you, and it will come to you a lot quicker and easier. So don't push, force, do all of those things. And I'm often saying these things. Okay, next cards we have are surrender. Oh, struggling again. I'm not going to edit this video either, so that's another thing. If you are someone who edits videos, and yeah, I will probably say lots of ums and, you know, you knows. I say you know quite a lot. You probably noticed that. I'm not going to edit it. I'm not going to be perfect. And that's part of the message as well. It's like, stop trying to be perfect. And the people who watch this video with the ums, with the ahs, with the you knows, right? With all the wavy hands that I do, are the right people to watch it. So thank you if you are still watching. Anyway, just felt to put that in there. Next card we have is surrender. Okay, surrender to what is happening in your life. Surrender to, well, just like let go and allow. I don't like the word surrender. I always use the word allow because it feels gentler, it feels easier. Surrender feels like you have to force something. You have to force surrender. You have to do something to surrender. You have to, like, for some reason it feels like it's more effort. And there is no effort in surrender. There isn't. So I always say the word allow, and that might help you a bit more. If you struggle with surrender, then change it to allow, right? Allow yourself to be who you want to be. Allow yourself to wear what you want to wear, to say what you want to say, to do what you want to do. Allow yourself, right? And then allow the universe or life or people or situations to do what they want to do for you, right? Allow those things to happen in your life. And the second card that was actually with this, so they came out together, was darkness. And so this is allowing and surrendering to dark times. So if you might find that when you start actually stopping, when you start stopping and pausing and paying attention to you and actually being, and actually just sitting there and not doing anything, you might find that dark thoughts come up. You might find that dark feelings come up, that things that you don't really feel comfortable being with and thinking will come up. But actually, there is beauty in the darkness, okay? There is so much beauty and so much love and good feelings and all of that through going through that. I've just done a little mini reading. I do these little card in the cards on my TikTok and Instagram, and sorry, I'm being distracted because I feel like someone's gonna knock on the door soon. Hopefully not. If they do, I'll pause and edit this. I will edit it, unfortunately, and come back. Right, just listening out. Sorry. Yeah, so I do these little mini card in the cards, and in today's one, I mention about paying attention to like the news, things like you might not normally do. So I don't normally pay attention to the news or listen to the news or any like traumatic events and stories and things, because I'm quite sensitive and because my energy is affected by those. I know that these things go on in the world, and if they are really like in my ears or in my, in my world, like immediately, I will be affected by them like quite badly with my energy. So I don't listen to those things. However, today I opened myself up to doing that, and what it did for me is it actually opened my heart more, and it actually allowed me to connect to the compassion and love that's inside of me, and I was actually more connected to my heart through doing that. So it surprised me. So with your, going through your own trauma, darkness, like dark thoughts or other people's things, I wouldn't necessarily say other people's things in this message, but maybe your own darkness, it's going to allow you to connect to your heart more, connect to you, who you really are, and your compassion and your empathy, and all of those things will expand more, and you'll be more connected. Yeah, I think I'm kind of repeating myself. You'll be connected to yourself more and just have much more love for yourself and others, okay? Next card we have is pleasure. I did get a really good feeling from this card. I actually got the feeling of pleasure, you know, like when you're doing something that just makes you really like feel happy. Like me doing this makes me feel happy. It connects me to my passions, my purpose, and the things that just make me light up. And, you know, and so this is a message to you to do those things. And I think once you realize these other things I've just mentioned, or do, you know, sit there and actually with yourself, and you're with those feelings and everything, you will open yourself up, and you will actually become more aware of the things that light you up and the things that bring you more joy, bring you more happiness and pleasure in your life. And you will start to like naturally navigate towards those things, and also towards those people that bring those feelings up for you as well. So trust that you are opening yourself up to transformation, to more joyful experiences by doing these things. Okay, next card we have, which is quite a strong card, and it goes with that beauty card I mentioned before, goes with extremes card, and that is sovereignty. Now, the first thing I noticed was, I'm not going to grab the box because I'll knock everything over, but the first thing I noticed was that this is actually the main picture of the deck that I'm using, the box, the deck box. Get my words out. I'm not editing. Right, so Queen of the Oracle deck. This is the cover photo for that deck, right? The box. And so the word cover, or cover girl, or putting on some kind of cover over yourself, right, came up. So what are you covering up? What parts of you are you covering up? And it was underneath the beauty card. So maybe you do wear a lot of makeup. There's no judgment in that. You can wear as much makeup as you like, but if it's coming from a place of wanting to cover something up, and yeah, of course, it's natural. Like if we've got bags under our eyes, if we've got wrinkles, if we've got spots, right? Yeah, of course, cover them up, make you feel better, right? But ask yourself if there's any part of you that's doing it because you don't love yourself, or because you are doing it to impress other people, or put on a mask, okay? Then maybe just, I don't want to say don't wear the makeup or don't cover up, but maybe you want to reflect on that, and maybe you want to you know, do some kind of healing work, or self-compassion, self-love work on that, to kind of make yourself feel better about that, okay? Because there's something about you not feeling like you're enough without that. And yeah, the words putting on a show just keep coming through. So, you know, are you trying to show up in a different way other than naturally to impress, or to I don't know. I mean, yeah, give yourself more confidence, but I think you know where I'm getting at this, right? If there's any part of you that just doesn't feel good enough, maybe that needs more attention than just kind of covering it up with makeup, or painting a different picture of yourself to other people, and when your natural beauty is enough, okay? And that doesn't necessarily just mean physical natural beauty. That can mean like who you are coming across as well. Like you're, you know, when people say, oh, you're beautiful inside and out, do you think that you're beautiful inside as well? Okay, so it might be worth just thinking of that. And then the next card we have is Go Deeper, and that's linked to that card. It wasn't together with that card, there was a little bit of separation, but I do feel like it goes with this whole message. It's like go deeper. I did write some notes here. Deeper than the surface, right? So go deeper than the surface. The song Scars to Your Beautiful came through. I'm gonna find that, and I'm gonna put the link in the description box for that as well, if anyone wants to listen to that. So the words in that, you know, there's what are the words? Beautiful just the way you are. Okay, so maybe you want to listen to that. Maybe it will bring up something within you. But I feel like that you need to go a little bit deeper if you're struggling in this area, and deeper than the surface. Okay, I'm sure that was part of the song as well, those words. Okay, anyway, and then the crystal, we've got a crystal of the moon cycle. We've had this before, but I'm going to trust that it needs to come out for this as well, and that is pyrite. So if you have a pyrite, use it. Coming up to the new moon on the 10th of March, use that crystal more. Carry it with you, just hold it for a little bit. It's quite a grounding crystal, it's an abundant crystal, and you know, we have got a queen in here. We've got a queen card, so queens, royalty, gold, like this is also known as fool's gold, so you know, there's a gold vibe going on. Yeah, okay, so the next card done that. Pyrite, I'm just going to read out the message in the book for this. Essential meaning of pyrite: inherent value, knowing your worth, self-appreciation, genuine, abundance and prosperity within. Throughout the ages, humans have sought the gems of the earth, the crystals whose beauty delighted the eye and whose powers could aid them in their quest to achieve a sense of safety and abundance. They recognize the intrinsic value of these gifts from nature. And when Pyrite Spirit appears, you are meant to appreciate the abundance that the universe has provided. An abundance of opportunities, resources, support, and most importantly, love. A scarcity mentality will prevent you from seeing all that is available to you. And you are called now to offer thanks to the myriad gifts you have been given to help you achieve balance. As you take your healing journey, you will find it easier and easier to recognize that you will always have what you need. Abundance awaits as you ready yourself to claim it. The conscious universe has your back. What you will need will not be denied to you at this time. So open yourself to receiving it by practicing appreciation. Relationship message. Pyrite Spirit has a clear message for you. Observe and appreciate the inherent value in your experiences and relationships. Those small moments of joy as you interact with the ones you love, those people around you who offer you support. Do you stop to appreciate the cumulative effects of your relationships with those who enhance your life? Today is a perfect day to do so. I am just going to pause because I think I've just heard someone outside, but I will edit this and it will just carry on, okay? So bear with me. Okay, no, there was no one there, so I think we might be okay. Right, so just finish that last sentence. So today is a perfect day to do so. And as you look at the inherent value of things, notice the wealth of wisdom you are gaining as a result of a variety of experiences with a diversity of people. Pay attention to whether your relationships have inherent value. Are some simply ones that you have accumulated, perhaps even started to detract from your life? If they have no inherent value, let them go. For you are meant to experience relationships rich in love and support. Prosperity message. Prosperity shows up in different forms. Do you see and appreciate the inherent value in what you own, enjoy, and experience? Pyrite Spirit, also known as Fool's Gold, reminds us that there is great value in many aspects of life, not just the material. This crystal spirit is here to draw your attention to all that is available to you, support, love, and resources to build upon. You don't have to do it all by yourself, for the universe is your ally and want you to experience prosperity. The road sometimes gets a little wonky, but only because you are being called to consider the riches you may be overlooking in your quest for more. Find the inherent value in what is yours, the memories, experiences, and situations that have brought you here to the brink of a breakthrough. If you're willing to practice appreciation, move away from the externally imposed systems of valuation and what others find worthy, and to determine and appreciate what is valuable to you. Pyrite Spirit will show you how much you have and are manifesting to co-create your most abundant life. Crystal Spirit meditation. Pyrite has a very male energy to it. This stone aligns us with grounded action towards manifestation of abundance. It assists us in learning to take action one step at a time towards a desired physical outcome. Meditate with this stone to tune in to the great value in all aspects of your life, the abundance and potentiality always available to you. Then you will be a magnet for prosperity. Okay, so that is your moon messages reading from the 24th of February till the 10th of March. So as I say, fingers crossed it won't be long till your next video from the new moon to the full moon. Hopefully you'll get that out just before the 10th or around the 10th. And again, if you want to book a personal reading with me, all my details are in the description box. Please do check out the booking link, see if that's working. I'm not 100% sure. If not, that's how professional I am. If not, just message me, email me, and I will just have a lovely conversation with you and tell you how it all works and the cost and everything. So yeah, that is me done, and I will see you on the next video. Bye.